Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt afraid, where you feel worried about being wrong, and other similar things? And what was your first response when someone asked you to appear in a public, or when your friend asked you to come in front of the class to re-explain about something? Will you feel awkward, indecisive, or maybe confident? Well, responses like this may seem trivial, but do you know that they're part of our self-reflection? This small response has to do with how we give label or how we give identity to ourselves. So they are part of our self-identity. And now, maybe some of you wonder, how did it happen? How can this small response relate with our self-identity? Well, I will give you an example. So one day, my lecturer asked me to come in front of the class to re-explain about the material that it had been discussed last week. And at the time, I just memorized some of the material, but I can manage it well. I can re-explain, even I just mentioned some of them, but there's no complaint from my friend and there's no complaint from my lecturer. So why did it happen, ladies and gentlemen? Can you guess? Well, if you observe my story, there is something in it. There is something between my feeling that I was able to deliver it well and also my ability at the time. I'm Indah Naufal Hidayah, and on this special occasion I would like to deliver the importance of self-identity for better self-development. My first argument for why self-identity are very important for us and can make better self-development is because when someone knows their identity, they will know truly their self. They will know about the value that they hold. They will know about the belief that they convince, and they will know other things like their personality, their original self. When someone has known about their identity, they can express their feeling with their unique character. And I think it is very special, isn't it? Because not all people can do that. And now, maybe some of you have a question like, so are self-identity and be yourself is the same thing? Well, it may be related, but they are very different. Sometimes there are lots of people argue that be yourself if we have to be originally ourselves without any intention to making progress or changing something in it. That's why there are misunderstandings in it. Some people think that they just can be passive, like they are. Meanwhile, self-identity is a technique for us to label or to giving new identity, to pretend to be a person that we want to be until this identity that we create stick with us and be a part of who we are. So, self-identity and be yourself is two related things, but they are very different. If now you claim yourself as a lazy person, for example, you can change to be a diligent person with self-identity. If now you claim yourself as a wasteful person, you can change yourself as someone who better in the future with self-identity. That's why self-identity is very important for us, and we can take this technique to have a better self-development. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my second argument is it is very easy for us to get this self-identity technique because you can just know about these 5 steps. The first step is be honest. Be detailed about yourself, about your strength and also your weakness. You have to know who you are. And after going detailed about yourself, the second step is create new identity. Change something that you want to change from yourself. And the third step is believe it. You have to believe with your new identity that you've been created. And the fourth step is acting like the person that you want to be. For example, I'm a lazy person in the past. Then I create my new identity as a diligent person, as a reader. So I have to believe it. I have to acting like that person because it is like the part of who I am. I have to believe it. Take focus on it. And the fifth step is be consistent. Well, you just need these 5 steps to change in your life. You have to create your new identity to be a better person. And the third argument is you have a lot of benefit. You will get a lot of benefit after doing self-identity technique. This statement is based on my personal experience, ladies and gentlemen. So in 2021, at the time, I feel like my life was stuck. And I want to upgrade my life to be better. I want to making a progress. But I don't know where about to start. I was confused at the time. So the first thing that I do is, at the time, I start to look around for someone in YouTube and also motivational video. And after I watch all of the motivational video, I apply it in my life. I changing my habit. I bought some of self-development book. But do you know what happened in me? Do you know? Nothing here. I don't feel anything. I don't feel like what I did is not a part of who I am. And then I rewatch again all of this motivational video and find something wrong in my life. And do you know the one things that I get? The person that I see in YouTube is they're not only changing their life, they're not only changing their habit, but they're also changing their identity. So after I got this point, I try to reapply it to myself again. So I start to reading a book again. I start to changing my habit again, but in a better way because I feel it's become a part of who I am. So it's kind of different when I did like the first thing before I know that I have to change my new identity. So the main point after you doing this technique is you can be a part of who you are from someone you want to be. And you can make your better life with self-identity. In addition, self-identity technique also has a more positive vibe from your life. You can attract other good things from your life. You can really believe in me. You have to try it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, self-identity is a good way for us to have a better self-development. We can also increase it anywhere, anytime that we want to be. And it is very flexible, isn't it? So why don't we take it now? Why don't we use self-identity technique to have a brilliant future? Let's do this self-identity technique for making our life better. Well, that's all my presentation. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.